Hey y'all, it's your girl Lisa Sunshine with the Apology Podcast. And y'all listen, y'all ain't ready for this one. But you are ready. This particular episode is so near and dear to me because I met Morgan about a year and a half after his life got real good. After it went crazy for a little while. And so Morgan Nelson is what I say a Renaissance man. He is one of the most mentally tough individuals I know. His forward thinking and his resilience is absolutely remarkable. And so the book Detour, I want you to get it. It's a very quick read, gives you some insight about who he is and how he got to, where he is now. Actually, it's probably time for you to write another book.
Yeah, actually, right.
It's probably time for you to write another book.
That's in the works.
But I was getting ready to say, it's going to be different than the first one.
Yeah, it's going to be a little
We're going to knock this one out the park.
Yeah.
And so I want to just introduce you guys to Morgan Nelson because, again, he's important to me and what I'm doing, but he's important to the world. So thank you for coming on.
Thank you for the amazing introduction, Miss Lisa Sunshine. I see a lot has changed since the last time we spoke and we seen each other.
Right.
But the swag hasn't changed, and I love that. And
come on. You know.
But one caveat, though, one correction, small correction.
Yes.
Mo Nelson. A lot of people know me as Mo Nelson.
That's fine. Okay.
It's okay. I know my name is Morgan, but I prefer Mo Nelson.
How we
it's
do.
Easier, more convenient. It's the stage name, girl. Let's keep it.
Okay.
But in all jokes aside, man, this is great seeing you again.
Yes, really absolutely. You already know. And so let's just jump in. Let's just jump in. 15-year-old you went into what most teenagers, may dabble with here and there, and that is just going to school, fitting in, finding your way, and things happen. Tell me about that.
Yeah. Well, between the ages of 15 and 16, as you say, a common dilemma that people face in that age range is identity crisis, peer pressure, looking to fit in, not having a keen sense of direction.
Right.
And that was something I fell victim to.
Mm-hmm.
And the distractions with, trying to prove yourself to your peers, your hormones are rampant.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us begin to start having sex at that age. Mm-hmm. So that's whole nother distraction.
Right.
And you're doing things because of the influence of girls.
Yeah.
Trying to impress them and want to have the machoism and don't want to be seen as weak.
Right.
And things like that. So those are very pivotal age.
Right. And so what happened that changed? What was the thing that changed your entire life at 15, 16?
Well, I got to get the book for that. No, I'm just messing with you. But, the wrong turn that changed my life forever is when I decided to accompany one of my so-called friends at the time on a robbery. And unfortunately, that robbery transitioned to a homicide. And from that homicide, it culminated to me being sentenced to 15 years in a Florida State prison. Now, it may seem crazy, but I'm happy that I got sentenced to 15 years in a Florida State prison. Now, I'm not too keen on what I went to prison for, but no, actually, I'm happy I went to prison because prison saved my life.
Okay.
Without prison, I wouldn't be the man I am today.
Right.
Sitting in front of you, having this profound discussion.
Yeah.
And, prison taught me so many lessons in life. Who I am as a man, raised in this country of African descent, politics, science, my likes and dislikes. It helped me go through the maturation process, really showed me how to be a man and not take life for granted. Because one thing I do notice as being an American, all of us, as a rule, we really take our freedom for granted.
Oh, for sure.
We think we're entitled.
Right.
And think this is something that's guaranteed, but it's not.
Right.
I've been fortunate to travel other countries, and I see that everybody in the world doesn't have the luxury as an American does in this world.
Right.
So seeing that and knowing what it's like to have your freedom stripped away from you, it gave me a different outlook, different perspective, and I move differently now.
Right.
So, without prison, not saying I couldn't have learned that without prison.
Right.
But that was the way I learned.
Yeah.
That was the way the Most High had it set out for me. to absorb the lesson,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a blessing.
Wow. Wow. And so at what what culminated, those first few years, like at 15, 16 years old, you know, a federal sentence of that magnitude, did you serve the whole 15 years?
Mm. So, correction, I didn't do federal time. I did state time.
State. I'm sorry.
And I
Mm-hmm.
didn't do the whole 15 years in the state
Mm-hmm.
of Florida. You got to at least do 85% of your time.
Okay.
So I was fortunate to make my game time, my 85% date, which is altogether 12.9 years to be exact.
My God.
Yeah, but I did that, and I got to come out at my earliest convenience because my behavior. Now, I wasn't saying I was an angel in prison.
Sure.
I did have my hiccups. I did have my miscues.
Yeah.
But I was able to make up for it.
Right.
Because they do give you an opportunity to make up for your game time, to get out to your earliest convenience. And fortunately, I was able to do that. So.
Okay. Um, this is every time I hear the story, and I've heard it so many times because Morgan is like a little brother to me. It just blows my mind, y'all, that, and y'all hear at the, by the time we get to the end of the interview, how profound things get. But when you look back at the 15, 16-year-old you, what was it? Was it impatience, rebellion, hopelessness that made you feel like the streets were better than home?
That's a great question. Honestly, who I am today in retrospect, going back, assessing my life, my mindset, everything that was going on with me around that time, it was the lack of emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
Emotional intelligence is so paramount
Yeah.
in the human psyche that it doesn't get talked about enough.
Right.
And not knowing how to handle my emotions properly,
Yes.
how to channel them correctly,
Yeah.
it led me to fall victim of that emotion of greed, falling victim to peer pressure,
Mm-hmm.
the identity crisis, so on and so forth. So that's what it was.
Yeah.
And I felt that, my mom, I had a great mom, but she was a single mother. She had her struggles, but she did the best she can. But, it is the month of, Father's Day. And that's
men's
why,
mental
and
health.
men's mental health.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why it's so important for us men to be in our children's lives, because I know firsthand the negative effects of the absence of a father.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
But I'm not making that as an excuse.
No, we'll get to that.
I'm not making that excuse.
We'll get
We're gonna
to
get
that.
I'm jumping ahead of the gun.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And so thank you for that particular piece, because when you talk about emotional intelligence and it not being taught, and a single mom raising, her children, doing the best she can without the father's presence, and sometimes without the father's financial support as well.
Correct.
There's going to be some lack. There's going to be some major lack going on. So let's talk about dishonor, though. Not to the law only, but to your mom, and her being your rock, her being your, your provision, your safe place, making sure you have